welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here is Alicia Napoleon. She's 5'5" and has a reach of 68.1 inches. And she'll be facing Franchon Crews-Dezurn, 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 183.
I'll always go for reach, every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
And here comes the Empress, Alicia Napoleon. This middleweight won the championship in 2018, fighting out of New York. The heavy-hitting diva fighting out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Baltimore, Maryland, here is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, known as the heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Crews-Dezurn.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Oh, that jab had to hurt her. She's throwing that left hook perfectly. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. So, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alicia. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go for round 2. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action.
She just misses with that big right hand. She blocks the hook.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Not a lot of defense here at all.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They score again with the left hand. Just avoids the left uppercut. So that left lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alicia. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. And look at the reach advantage for her. A big left, but doesn't score with it. She can't find a home for that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a scoring blow. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alicia. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go to the fourth round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Good counter punching.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? I hope this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Right punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alicia. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice shot with the left. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk very close round with 10 seconds to go. Counter right. Let's talk about Alicia. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. They exchange punches. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The perfect counter lands. Good one. She got out of the way of that right hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Left punch. Just misses with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Let's talk about Alicia. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here comes round 7. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Catch and shoot. Nothing but air on that hook. Good left hand. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close. Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
She misses with that jab. So much firepower here. That left counter was perfectly timed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alicia. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to inspire her.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. She misses with the jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shot. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good punch. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. One punch could change every... Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Alicia. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
Wow, it's like two different...
And there's the bell for round 9. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nothing but air with that jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life.
And a good decision here to hold on. This is a high-octane battle. Beautiful counter shot. Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
Sometimes style makes fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
Missing with the left hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Good counter right hand again. What a punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alicia. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And here comes the 10th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Whoa, Franchon Crews-Dezurn is... Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do is to grab your opponent. That left counterpunch will score. Good left counter that lands. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Solid punch. Good counter left hand there. Wise move here to try and slow the momentum down here by grabbing on. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.